Welcome back, everybody, to another F1 23 My Team Career Mode. Jumping into Monza Grand Prix, so let's get into it. So as you can see, trying out a new style to the videos in preparation for F1 24. Trying out some new things. It's going to bring some more excitement to the channel. Few announcements just to start out the episode. Thank you to everyone who watched the latest F1 24 review video that I've put out. That video is up over 700 views, which is pretty amazing considering the size of the channel. So, very happy about that. And in preparation for that new game coming out, look for some new changes coming to the channel. Not huge, but just a few little tweaks that we're making. But let's jump into the episode now. Heading off to Monza. We got the season break here. See what we can do. Might as well upgrade Piastri and get some R&D in here as well. Work on that aero department, hopefully. Let's see, there we go. And where are we at in terms of R&D? We're not terrible there. What about the chassis side of things? Chassis, we can only get one upgrade in, which I'm not really worried about. We're still towards the bottom of that as well. Powertrain, we're in as many upgrades as we can be. Sending near the top on that, but not quite there. And durability, we just are terrible at. We'll go ahead and redevelop that, I guess. But nothing we can do at the moment. Let's keep advancing through here. We'll start the season break. Let's work on some new components here, though. Get turbocharger switched out. Get the gearbox changed out. There we go. Everybody else going to be okay. 12%, that should be fine. 50%. No, we're going to need a new one of those. We'll do that. 30% there, we should be fine. 16%. 37%. We're going to need another one of those. We still got 3 races left. So get that in order as well. Nothing we can really do in terms of anything else at the moment, I don't think. So let's head into the season break. I had both the powertrain parts fail, so that's just lovely. Only 80 redeveloped that one, which is nice. 292 on that one. We did get the aero upgrade in, which is good. Can we afford anything in the aero side of things? No, we cannot. Nothing in the chassis side of things either. We've got redevelopments going on in the powertrain, so we can't afford anything at the moment. We can fit everything in here. So, keep moving through this. See what we can do.
I know we were expecting some to come through, but some of them have
see here.
Now
Can we get anything?
Via the R&D screen.
Nope, doesn't look like it. Not there. Definitely not there. Can't do anything there. Not touching durability. Keep moving here, I guess. Marketing department. Our rival. I'd say Verstappen's more of a rival right now. We're right close with him in points.
Not an easy decision, but
it's going to be a 3 race shootout with him here. Keep advancing. We got that pit equipment upgrade, so it should be even faster on pit stops. go to the R&D side of things. Do you want drag reduction system, or do we want DRS or the drag reduction itself? We're down 25. We'll go with, that's a minor upgrade. That's also a minor upgrade. Actually, you know what? For now, we're going to save the points. We're going to take points from the practice sessions, get those on the car.
Okay, we've had the new parts come through the fabrication process.
So already with those upgrades, going to be much better than we have been. Let's do the rival duel here. Already quite deep into this episode before we even get anything, but all good. Let's see what we can do here. And the rival duel this time. Okay, let's go. Thank you. And I was messing with some force feedback settings earlier. I need to mess with some more still. So I'm not getting quite enough right now. So I'll have to change that during practice, but it should be fine for this rival duel. Shouldn't have a problem at all. Off into the growler a little bit, but we're all good. Worst one that's going to be, or the worst little duel that we're going to have is going to be that last one with the lessened force feedback. But we'll see what we can do here. That rival got a better start than me. A little bit of contact there. Kind of stick our nose in there. Probably more of a NASCAR move than an F1 move, but we made it work. Don't think I can really get penalties at all on these races, so I guess that's a good thing. 'Cause otherwise that probably would have been one, but otherwise I think for the next duel we are really good through that little section. As long as we can control the exit off of it, should be all good there. So there's $50,000 with that win. Now we're going to go for the 100,000. So I'm nearing disqualification for... I didn't catch the rest of it. I saw the warning. We'll see what we can do here. I think I can get down into this corner better. It's going to allow me to get past. Or not. Well, that's, I suppose, what I get for trying to send it down in there like that. I wasn't quite clear enough. Caught the back end of the other car. All good though. Still come away with $50,000 from that. Let me jump into practice and then we'll head off to qualifying. Alright, so before we jump into qualifying, the new regulations were announced. I'm very glad that we are not having to worry about any of this. That would be a ton of upgrades to try to recover. It affects quite literally everything. Oh, we got supplier upgrades. Very nice. But includes like our supplier upgrades as well. I guess it doesn't affect everything within each department. It affects all our aero though. Not quite all our powertrain, and basically all of our durability as well. But not really that worried about it because we're not racing in the next season. Let's try to get, hang on, a good major upgrade in here. Not that much saving on that one. Not really on this one either. Which one's going to provide us with more of an advantage? This one is. Okay, let's go with that one. I just made the wrong upgrade, I think. I definitely did. Oh well. In terms of power, we can't do power. We had upgrades come in for that. Never mind, we can't really do anything at the moment. We'll have to wait until we go back to the main menu. Check the messages. That's fine. Head to qualify now. See what we can do there. Feeling pretty fast around here. I wouldn't say the fastest, but feeling pretty fast. See what we can do here. We're backing off, giving Hulkenberg some space. As we have a car approaching us from behind, but that's okay. Just wanted to give Hulkenberg some space before we made our run. Especially getting down into turn 1 here. I'm going to try to brake actually a little bit earlier than what it says I need to. Make sure we have a good corner here. Not too shabby. Actually, probably a little too early on the brakes there, but it's alright. Got into the Cadilla just a little bit there. But it didn't really affect our run here so far. I should have given Hulkenberg more space. We're going to fly through this section right here. Gets out of our way. No, he just got hit a mistake there. It's quite interesting. Gas her back up. And let's see where we come across the line at. It's the best lap so far, even with that little, I guess, little bobble there through the last chicane. But we're 3 tenths up. Let's fast forward here. Norris done a better lap by tenth and a half at the moment. We're going to be fine to make it into Q2 though, no problem. And we should be able to still improve on that lap time, getting through that that last chicane just a little bit better. Hopefully don't have Hulkenberg to worry about anymore. I'm guessing he had some problems. The only thing is, I think we've got with our new components, I believe we have a 20 place grid penalty either way, so it doesn't really matter where we start in all reality. So what I might do is just throw in another set of components here before the race, if we're going to be starting at the back anyways. That's kind of my thought. If we're going to be starting at the back anyways, I might as well get all the parts I possibly can here. I'm going to try just see what the pace of the car is here though. I guess the other thing is it is only a 20 place grid penalty. So if we qualified in first, technically it would start up in another spot. But at this point, that's not what I'm worried about. I'll probably just take the essentially infinite grid penalty. And get the all new components for everything. Be fine for the rest of the season. Not have to worry about any more grid penalties. That was a really good lap though. Let's see where it brings us across the line at. We just sent 18.8. That was an unbelievable lap. That's going to put us at the top for this session. I don't think there's going to be any problem there. See if Piastri makes it into the next session or not. It's going to be close. Yeah, I don't think anybody touched that time. Norris came close, but not quite. Piastri does move it into Q3, so let me jump into there. We'll still set a lap, but we're just going to take the grid penalties, knowing that we're going to have them with the new components. But we'll run another lap just to see where we'd end up. See here. That last one was about perfect in all reality. I guess I didn't peek at what the theoretical best was, but we had to have had a run right near it. Good through the first chicane there. Not the best of that chicane. Could have been a little bit better. I think even with starting at the back, we're going to be flying up through the pack. With this car. We're sending some great laps and qualifying. It's just going to be about staying consistent and what we're doing. That's nearly
Okay,
identical
just
to
2
what
laps of fuel
I
remaining now.
set. It might be an identical lap time to what I set. What's the... We're 3/10 off the theoretical best lap time. That's pretty crazy. Advance here. It doesn't really matter where we end up. So we take a grid penalty anyways. But I think did we hold on there?
And with qualifying complete,
We
let's
did.
review
But
our
we're
top
still
three
taking grid
today.
penalty.
The owner driver,
Um,
Norris and Joe Guan Yu.
And
Bye for now then, but really,
see what
we're
spots
just
we can
getting
make up in the
started.
race,
Sure
because
to join us
that's
again
going to be a
from
bunch of
lights
fun.
out
So
tomorrow.
let me jump into the race.
We're back in Italy once again for another round of the Formula One World Championship. And what a great race is in store for us today, here at the oldest circuit on the calendar, which hosted its first race all the way back in 1922. We're 12 miles northeast of Milan for today's Grand Prix at a Monza circuit where we can expect top speeds of around 215 miles per hour. 11 corners on this 3.6 mile track, with 7 of those coming in the form of chicanes. And with a good slipstream and DRS open, there should be plenty of opportunity for some passing here today. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Lando Norris will lead us away from pole position, and Joe Guan Yu completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Russell, Verstappen, Perez, Sainz, Gasly, Oscar Piastri, Liam Lawson, Leclerc, Albon, Ocon, Sargent, Stroll, Teo Porcher, Bottas, Magnussen, Tsunoda, Ricciardo, Hulkenberg, and the owner driver rounds off the grid. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. Anthony Davidson is with me once again to take you through today's action. And we have plenty of twists and turns to come over the next hour or so, I'm sure. Now, I want to ask you about Lando Norris.
Well, it was a really impressive lap in qualifying to get pole position, but are they going to be able to hold on to the lead into the first corner with so many quick starters around them? One more thing to consider is the strategy element. How far can the drivers push these tyres, and who's going to blink first for fresh rubber? It'll be interesting to see if the leaders have to compromise their plan to cover off the cars behind them.
Okay, we've got that relief of having points on the board finally, so let's keep that form up and get another top 10 finish today, please.
Alrighty, so with the grid penalties starting in last, need to start out with a softer compound here. So, let's see here. I don't like that changes my fuel load when I go to a personalized setting. So we're not going to change it because we end up with enough fuel already. All new parts on the car. Short light there. We'll see how many positions we can make up into this first corner. Everyone's fanning out super wide. Sorry, gave myself damage. Just gonna have to deal with it though. More than likely. We still got positions to try and make it up.
Okay, mate, don't worry about the damage. I've got some new strategy options if you go and check your MFD.
We're not going to go with them though. Piastri up in the points, very nice. We cannot make a right-hander to save our lives right now. bunch of smoke there. Not from us though, which is interesting. Surprised I didn't get a penalty for kind of track like I did there. You know what? Let's box. Very aggressive into the pit road there. Let me double check that we're going on to the hards. We are. If we get
Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time.
Ricardo also put it there.
Now. Let's get some heat into those tires.
Is he really going for the soft here? Be very interesting if he did. He did. Very interesting indeed. Those are going to be toast by the end of the race, unless he's going to try for a two-stop, which I suppose he could do. I don't think it's personally a very good idea though. I'm going to try to make it to the end of the race though on the current tires. See what sort of time we can make up. Maybe hope for a safety car. A safety car would help me out. I get some fresh tires. It's probably not going to happen, but especially since we just got a safety car last episode as well. But we can hope. I'm not sure how much time is lost on a green flag pit stop here. However, we may make up some spots as those pit stops cycle. We are catching up to the cars in back here at the moment. And Ricardo's not catching up to us like those AI usually would to us, so we'll see how that works. The other thing that we do not have that the cars in front of us have is DRS.
The car behind is dropping back by about 3/10 a lap. Well done.
Really, it's kind of my fault for making that stupid move, knowing that they're going to check up into one. But guess we just pay the price. That it happened last season as well. I should have known better and didn't. We are slowly catching up to the cars in front of us, so I think along with pit stops, we're not stuck in 21st at this point.
And gap to the car in front is 18.8 seconds.
Now that may change as these tires start to fall off, considering that we are giving them a nice long run. However, I would say everybody's grouped together really tight up there. A top 15 may not be out of the question. We'll just have to kind of see here. I'm gaining quite a bit of time on them in these chicanes though. Not so much on the high speed stuff, but in the chicanes in particular, I got off track there a little bit. It cost me some. But in general, I've been quicker in the chicanes so far. And a little bit faster in the high speed stuff and down the straightaways. That just cost me a bunch of time. About 2 seconds I lost there. Yeah. I gotta be better through that last chicane if I want to get out of this position. And it's also super hard on my tires. Been making up a lot of time in that chicane there. Looks like we do it again. Looks like about a second through that corner that time. Or that set of corners rather. So we better run through here. Very nice, very nice. Better run through there that time as well. Sonoda is dropping back quite severely on those soft tires.
Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 17.2 seconds.
Much better run through there that time. We've got cars pitting in front of us. I think it's going to be if we don't come out in front of them, we'll come out right next to them.
Bottas is in the pits.
There goes some cars now. We passed the group there. And keep in mind that was not everyone either. Granted, they're going to be on fresher tires. But I may be able to run down Albon here. I had a bad run into 1 and 2 that time. But I may be able to run down these cars in front of me and grab some DRS and help push myself forward just a little bit more. But we'll see here where we shake out to be. Teammate is in the pits, so he's having a good run. Must be up towards that top 10 still.
Coming in for his stop now.
I'm probably not going to quite be able to get the DRS down this front straightaway. Nope, does not appear that I will be able to. We're going to make up some more spots on pit road. Right about where I said I would be, about 15th. Oh, and I just spun it. And the tires are also going to be very angry with me. Or not. They should be. I just threw away a top 10 finish for sure with that spin. There's a big group of cars and I just threw it away. Need to stay close to Sargent here. Hopefully be able to run him back down. Not like we can... It's not going to be fast enough for us to run down that next group, but... we should be able to nab some DRS off of him. Keyword should. There we go. Get flying down this straightaway. Much better back to the throttle that time. Didn't have the wheel spin that I had before.
Okay, push. Gap to the car behind. 2.5 seconds.
Sargent's actually holding me up quite a bit here. We'll see if we can get an overtake done into this chicane. Moved him out of the way there a little bit.
Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place.
I'm not going to have the DRS to work with, but he was actually starting to hold me up a little bit. So, I'm not going to have the raw speed to be able to run down these guys in front, but unless we get a safety car or something of the sort.
Pulling out a second a lap on the car behind. Really good stuff.
Yeah, I need a safety car or something to happen. Better need the front. Or a car to retire, check everyone up in order to catch them. Because they are on newer tires than I am. And they've got a sizable advantage on me with my spin. Without my spin, oh, we are sending the points, I think, but not with the spin. Piastri has fallen back to 13th. I think there's a big group of cars there, but it also just means that they have DRS off each other, and I'm not going to be able to catch up. Especially not when I slide through that corner like I just did. Piastri back down to 14th now. Sargent is hanging on to us a little bit here. I don't think enough to get any DRS pull. No, it doesn't appear so. Maybe a little bit. I made a really good time through that chicane there on the group ahead. If they keep going side by side, I may have a shot at catching the tail end on like the last lap or so, but I need them to keep stacking up if that's going to happen. We've cut nearly 2 seconds off that lead already this lap. Bit of a slide there, not what I needed. Just going to extend that lead back out for them. They've got to be battling into 1 and 2. That's where I'm making up the most amount of time.
Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps.
About 8 or 9 tenths there. Not my best time through that corner. I don't think they're battling nearly as hard
4.7 seconds.
anymore. That's not helping me either. Also, my tires are not getting any newer either, so. Yeah, I'd need a big kerfuffle to happen here if I was going to catch him. Better run through there. Piastri only sitting in 13th. Not in the points like I'd like him to be. Man, without that spin, I think we're definitely in the points. I'll have to check the timestamps for everybody, but I'm guessing. I mean, we're right there with everyone if we don't spin, I think. I was able to pull away from the guys behind it as well here some. I'm sitting about dead even between these two groups at the moment. Kind of off in our own little land. Hamilton wins the race. He has been unbelievable in the season. Bring it across the line here. 15th, not what I think we could have done there. Between the broken wing and the spin, I think we could have been solidly in the points, but it's alright.
Well, it's certainly been an incredible year for
Hamilton clinches the championship. 2 races early, really. But oh well.
There can only be one champion, and here they are now, our new Formula 1
so
Drivers' Champion.
They've got to be close to clinching the constructors as well. But let's advance here.
And I can see the drive. So let's see what effect this result has had on the driver's standings.
See,
this also means there's no catching up anymore, and we crown a new world drivers
no, there's a good gap to the points. I wouldn't have been able to catch them, I don't think. He actually does finish at the top of that group though. But not much else that we can do here. Let's move back to the main menu and wrap things up. Verstappen beats us out in the rivalry. He's up by a point at the moment. We got 2 races left though. And that advancing here, we didn't get any constructors points, so miss out on one of the sponsors. And see what we're doing next. Got some resources that have come in. We've got another season break. Off to Sao Paulo Grand Prix next episode though. Brazil. We got some resource points to work with, get some new upgrades in hopefully. But hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you have made it this far, please, if I didn't mention already, comment some of your favorite moments from the channel so far. You'll be seeing the result from those comments in the near future. So that should be something cool that you guys get to see. So make sure to comment some of those moments that you feel are your favorites from the past couple months so far. But that's going to wrap things up for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next one.